Merhaba arkadaşlar. Problem Session 5 ile birlikteyiz. Bugün 10. chapter'dan 6 tane sorumuz olacak. Let's start with the first question. Silverscreen Movie Rentals has market power in the previously viewed video sales market. The demand curve for the Silverscreen movie is QD equal to 10 minus 0.4p. Silverscreen's marginal cost curve is MC equal to 0.53 plus 0.026Q. Please try to see that the marginal cost function is a positively sloped linear function, not U-shaped. For simplification in this question, we generally use linear, positively sloped linear marginal cost functions. And the question, determine the Silverscreen's profit maximizing price. What is the profit maximizing price? To find the profit maximizing price, firstly we need to find profit maximizing level of output, of course, and also asked calculate the Silverscreen's elasticity of demand at that price, and what is the Silverscreen's markup over marginal cost as a percentage of price? The markup also is asked. So this is question 1. Let's start with finding profit maximizing level of output. Please remember the profit maximization rule for all market types. The general rule of profit maximization is marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. Here we have the marginal cost directly, but we don't know the marginal revenue. So firstly, we need to find the marginal revenue function. Here we have the demand function in terms of Q equal to P, normal demand function. Firstly, we need to find inverse demand function, which is written as P equal to. And when you rewrite this demand function, 0.44p equal to 10 minus Q, and P equal to, by dividing 0.4, 25 minus 2.5Q. This is called as inverse demand function. And in this inverse demand function, now we can find the total revenue, which is price times quantity. Price is, here we have a Q, by the way. Price is determined on the inverse demand. So 25 minus 2.5Q is price times quantity. 25Q minus 2.5Q squared. That is our total revenue function. Now we can derive the function to find the marginal revenue. If you derive the total revenue function for Q, you will get 25 minus 5Q. That is our marginal revenue function. Şimdi neden bunu yaptığımızı söyleyelim. İlk olarak mutlaka monopol sorularında, problemlerinde işe başlarken eğer size bu şekilde normal talep verildiyse, yani Q eşittir şeklinde bir talep verildiyse bunu ters talebe çevirmek zorundasınız. Neden? Çünkü marginal revenue ile marginal cost'u eşitleyeceksiniz sonuçta birbirine ve marginal cost Q cinsinden. Dolayısıyla elde ettiğiniz marginal revenue'nun da Q cinsinden olması gerekiyor. O yüzden elinizdeki tüm fonksiyonların Q cinsinden olması gerekiyor. O yüzden inverse demand'e çevirmeniz lazım. Dikkat, bazen soruda doğrudan inverse demand de verilmiş olabilir. Ne yaptığınızı bilerek yapın. İlla tersine çevirin değil. İhtiyacınız olan şeyin ne olduğunu bilerek çalışın. Inverse demand'e Q cinsinden fonksiyonlara ihtiyacımız var. Now we found the marginal revenue in terms of Q as 25 minus 5Q, and we have directly the marginal cost function. Now we will equalize them to each other. 0.53 plus 0.026Q, which is marginal cost, must be equal to marginal revenue 25 minus 5Q, and it means that 5.026Q must be equal to 2447. From here, profit maximizing level of output can be found as 4.787 approximately, of course. And to find the price, we need to substitute that value into the inverse demand function. So P star, profit maximizing price for the firm, will be 25 minus 2.5 times 4.87, which is 12.83. Bugün hazırlıklıyım. Rakamlarım elimde hazır. Now we find profit maximizing price and quantity. Let's try to see what we found in graph. Here Q and here P. The demand function 10 minus 0.4p, a negatively sloped demand, and the marginal revenue function is just in the middle of the demand function. Demand also the average revenue, and this is the marginal revenue. Please remember the horizontal interception of the demand function where p is 0 is 10. And the horizontal interception of the marginal revenue where Q is not Q is 0, where marginal revenue is 0 is just 5. So it's in the middle. Please try to see that. And the marginal cost function starts from 0.53 and positively sloped like that. Now we found that where marginal revenue equal to marginal cost somewhere here, the profit maximizing level of output is 4.87. And then to find the price, we just move the demand function. We substitute that value into the demand function. And we found that the profit maximizing price is 12.83. Then it is also asked, what is the elasticity of demand? What is the elasticity of demand at this point? Please remember the elasticity of demand formula. It's delta Q over delta P times P over Q. Delta Q over delta P is the coefficient of the normal demand function when the function is written as Q equal to something P. The coefficient before P is the delta Q delta P, which is minus 0.4 in this example. P is the price, equilibrium price, 12.83, and over quantity is the equilibrium quantity, 4.87. So elasticity of demand in that case approximately again minus 0.5. We said that the monopoly is always working at the upper part of the demand function where elasticity of demand is in absolute numbers greater than 1. So our firm is just working very near to the middle point because just slightly greater than 1. So elasticity of demand we found minus 1.0.5 approximately, of course. Bunlar yaklaşık değer. Dolayısıyla bu da yaklaşık değer diyebiliriz. And finally, it is asked the markup, markup of the monopoly. Please remember the markup formula. Price equal to marginal cost times 1 over 1 minus 1 over elasticity of demand in absolute numbers. That part is called as markup over marginal cost. So the monopoly has the chance to determine its price over the marginal cost, above the marginal cost, and this difference between price and marginal cost is determined by elasticity of demand. So that formula is just showing us the percentage value between the difference between price and marginal cost actually. And so the markup value in that case, markup is 1 over 1 minus 1 over minus 1.05. Yes, which is 0.05, again approximately 0.05. So 5%